Yeah, outside is about the only place I want to be right now. Welcome, everyone. Ooh, yeah, let's do some shaking. This energy right now, it needs shaking. No matter what your beliefs are, there's a lot of big energy right now. So if you're able to stand, keep that on. If you're able to stand up and shake your body if you can. Shaking is a way to move energy. And in the collective consciousness right now, there is some big energy. And those of you that are sensitive, those of you that are empath, you are feeling all of it. I am feeling all of it. So we really need to draw on all of our skills right now to be able to stay in our own vibration, our own wavelength. And moving is a big one. Moving the body. You may notice your body is more tense. You may notice a lot of tension in the shoulders. Maybe you hold it in the pelvis. So we're not trying to get rid of anything. We're just trying to help the body tolerate what's happening in the world right now. And we're trying to help the body by allowing any energy that's not ours, that belongs to someone else, to just move through, you know, just move through. And I'm going to show you again an energetic clearing technique that I've shown you before. It's great to do this with bare feet on the ground if you can. And it's getting pretty cold out, although today is nice. So you're going to start with your knees bent in a really comfortable stance, really solid, and just begin. If your balance is okay and you can close your eyes, do that. And if you need to keep your eyes open for balance, do that. They're both good. They're both okay. But just feel your legs, feel your feet. And if you need to sit in a chair, feel your feet on the ground. And just to begin, begin to breathe right down into your deep belly. Maybe putting a hand on the belly and really feeling the breath go from the nose down and expanding the belly with the in breath, a belly getting full. And when you breathe out, I invite you to purse your lips like this so that the out breath comes out more slowly. So you're going to be breathing in through the nose, into the belly, and out through the mouth. And meanwhile, you're feeling your feet. So your attention is focused on the belly and the feet. So you're breathing into the belly. Imagine that in the out breath, you can invite your body to melt into the ground. The body releasing the muscles around the eyes, around the mouth, inside the mouth and the jaw. Imagining all those muscles just getting soft. And then moving down to the shoulders, rolling the shoulders a bit, words and forwards, however it feels good today. And breathing into the belly all the while, breathing into the belly, out, slow, pursed lips, calming the nervous system, soothing the nervous system with every slow out breath. And then opening your eyes for a moment just so you can see the arm movements. So hands, palms are going to face up. This is one way you can help clear your energy. And imagine that you're standing outside in the sunlight and you're receiving all this sunlight energy. You're receiving light into your hands and on your face and the crown of your head. And as you breathe in on your next in breath, gathering this light energy, gathering it in your hands as your arms raise above you, breathing it in. And then as you breathe out, sunlight rains down through your crown, through your face, neck, shoulders, belly, this purple, shimmery silver rain. And then you breathe in again, breathing in the sunlight. And then shimmery purple rain raining down through every cell of your body, gathering what's not yours, what doesn't belong here. And it goes back into the earth as you breathe out. It comes out of your pores, through your energetic fields, and down into the ground. Imagining. So this is all imagining. We're using our creative imaginal brains to see these things. And for some of us, that may be more natural than others. And that's fine. And if you don't resonate with it, then don't do it. It's all good. And if you're open to trying it, if you're open to just imagining these things, that's how consciousness starts to shift, is through the imagination. We imagine something and then it slowly can become more and more real in the physical plane. So you're breathing in, you're imagining that you're breathing in sunlight energy as you breathe in, arms raising, and then hands coming down, raining down this purple, silvery sunlight energy, any color, and it moves through the cells of your body, and then it moves out through the pores, and it moves through your energetic fields all around you, and it moves outwards away from you and down into the ground. So now that you have kind of the imagination part, I'm going to be quiet and we're going to do that together, where we're breathing it in and then it's moving through the body, sunlight energy, gathering what's no longer needed, what's not ours, moving out through the energetic fields as well, gathering in the fields, and then going down into the ground to be recycled, reused, renewed. Nothing is bad. It's just moving. So whenever you're ready, your next in breath, and remembering to keep your knees bent. If you're sitting, this is okay to do sitting too, of course, but gathering the energy and raining it down as you breathe out. continuing in that way. At the bottom of your next exhale, your breath is out. Take your hands out, imagining that any energetic strings, anything stuck to you that's not yours is just shaking right off. Not bad, just not yours. And it's going into the ground. And then come and find the position that you would like to meditate in today, whether that be sitting or lying down, standing, lying on your side. Be at ease, be comfortable, find your most comfortable position today. We need comfort right now. We need ease. We need gentleness. This is not the time to be harsh with ourselves. It's the time for compassion. Always the time for compassion, but especially now. So find your own unique way of being in your body today and just begin to connect with this body that you're living in right now, with your legs contacting the ground or the bed or the chair or whatever, and feeling those trunks and tree trunks of your body. Feeling your legs. Maybe you feel heavy, maybe you feel light. Noticing temperature, noticing the fabric of your clothing against your skin. And then placing your hand on your low abdomen, this energetic center of safe, not safe, fear, security. Placing a hand there. And imagining that you can breathe sunlight in through the crown of your head and breathe it into your heart. Maybe for some of you, it looks shimmery or it has a color. And then breathe it down. As you breathe out, breathe that energy down into your pelvis. The pelvis, the low abdomen, that pelvic bowl that if you're sitting upon, the sacrum, the seat of the body. This place that holds ancestral fear and trauma, primitive, this primitive part that for some of us may be activated right now. And seeing if we can come to this place in the body with compassion. And I invite you to, if this is true, if in this moment If you are safe in this moment, if you look around and there's no immediate danger in your environment, so actually open up your eyes and look around. And what I'm talking about is immediate danger, like someone with a knife or, you know, without getting too graphic, someone with a weapon or a boulder that's about to roll on top of you or a hurricane or immediate danger. Is there any immediate danger in your vicinity? And I say that very seriously because if there is, please move, please go, don't stay there. And if there's no immediate danger in your environment, if you can offer to this young part, and sometimes feel very young, offering words to this part. In this moment, I am safe. In this moment, I am safe. Imagine that as you breathe in sunlight energy, you're breathing in love into all the most primitive parts of your body that are scared or maybe enraged or sad. So we're not trying to make anything go away. We're trying to give ourselves a way to be with what is, with whatever bigness we have capacity for in this moment. And in some moments, the capacity to hold difficult things may be very low. And so it's really okay to allow ourselves to take care with touch, kindness, with comfort, comfort foods, comfort people, animals, warm baths, cups of tea, warm fire, and allowing the consciousness to just rest in each of these images, bringing whatever images you find soothing and nurturing. For you, maybe it's your cat or your dog. Maybe it's a tree or the ocean. And intentionally bringing in the feeling of that, perhaps a time when you felt connected to something much larger than yourself, a moment of awe or beauty. Feel that feeling and breathe with it, just letting yourself kind of marinate in it. And at the same time, there will be other things, there will be other feelings, body sensations, emotions, all of it's welcome. Or just connecting to something that's nurturing or soothing as a way to be able to hold and stay with as much as we can what's inside of us, what's inside of you in this moment, aware of it all. Maybe there's lightness. Maybe there's rage. What are the flavors of those emotions like in the body today? How is the body showing up? Is the heart pounding? Is there heaviness? So we're allowing everything that is true in this moment to be just as it is. And when the mind comes up with a story, thinking, beliefs, judgments, we're just going to notice those like little thought bubbles in cartoons, those little thought bubbles above the cartoon character heads. I'm going to see it as, oh, there's a thought bubble. Come back to the body, come back to the breath. Yes, the thoughts are there. It's okay. You don't need to fight with them. They're just there and then they're moving through like clouds. Thoughts are the clouds. Your consciousness, your witness, your awareness is this vast blue sky, aware of it all. And if you notice areas of tension or discomfort or what we might label as pain in the body, holding, resistance, all these things, see if placing a hand on that part of your body in this gesture of like, I'm here. I'm not making you go away. I'm just here holding you. Just right here, being with you exactly as you are. No need to fix or change anything. And if at any point you start to feel like you're drowning or the mind gets loud and panicked, it's all okay. It's all welcome. And see what happens when you call to mind the memory, the image, the smells, the sounds of this place or this being that brings nourishment, that brings comfort. Maybe it's a place in nature or a spiritual place for you or a being. But breathe in, breathe with the energy of that feeling, this feeling of nurturing, being nurtured. And maybe for you, you know more about being the nurturer. So maybe for you, you remember what it was like to hold a baby, or maybe you remember what it was like to care for someone. And seeing if you can lean into allowing yourself to be held by this feeling of nourishment, of being held, being safe. And for some of us, that might be a stretch. So maybe it's not quite safety, maybe it's relief or peace that you can remember. So remembering, Remember what you were seeing and hearing. Remember the temperature. Maybe there were sounds, maybe there were birds, or maybe you're just right here in the now with exactly what is. So vacillating as you need to between present moment, body, breath, and then leaning into a nourishing, nurturing memory. Or if the present moment feels nourishing, right now I'm noticing the sun on my face. And there's a man in the background playing guitar music. There's music and there's birds. And I feel the stability of my legs on the ground. So let's practice together in this way today, where we're honoring everything that's going on inside and outside. And yet, when we need to, we have this tether, this connection to something bigger. And for each one of us, that thread may look different. Maybe it's sparkling sunshine on water that you can remember, or snow. Something that activates a feeling of even that activates a feeling of something bigger than me, than just me. What are you noticing right now? What are you witnessing? Inviting the body to soften even more. Not commanding, but inviting. Allowing any muscles that are not needed to hold you up. Just take a rest. Breathing with what's true right now. What's right here. The mind has all kinds of stories and beliefs and judgments, and they're all fine. And their energy, it's energy just moving through you. See if you can keep coming back to the breath, keep coming back to now. There's just now. And if you're noticing anxiety or fear, see if you can help your body. Maybe it looks like really pushing into the back of your chair so you can feel your back body, you can feel your spine, you can feel the stability of being in this body. Feel your feet. Maybe for you today, it looks like sitting with the fear, feeling it. And if you feel like you're drowning in it or it's too much, just zooming out a little bit, zooming out, imagining that you can see everything from above, a bird's eye view, the eagle's view of yourself in this moment of history, past, present, future. You're zoomed out. And in this moment, just this moment, you're okay, just right now. And just living like that, just moment to moment, one breath at a time. I'm practicing that right now. Practicing noticing the mind so that when you're not sitting on your cushion or in your chair, you've trained this mind. You've trained it. The mind is a very good tool, but when it's the controller, it can be very dangerous. And the mind really wants to get involved. And it's not bad. But in order for something higher within you to be running the show, it requires a practice of noticing what's the mind doing now? What's it believing? What's it feeding you? What's it saying? Noticing thoughts. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. Zooming out. Noticing beliefs. And back to the body again and again. Back to the breath. The breath and the body are now. The mind goes in all directions. And what it believes about the future is simply that, beliefs. Mine may be right, but we don't know. We don't know what the future holds. There's just now. Just connect to the now. Be here with whatever it is you're holding in this moment. And notice if the mind believes like it's going to be like this forever. My mind does that all the time. Just notice that. And remember that there is impermanence. It's one of the noble truths. Everything will change. And that's not to bypass anything anyone is feeling. Feel it all and stay connected to the truth of impermanence and stay connected to perhaps there being something larger, maybe. Love, this force in the universe that we feel in certain little moments, in a warm hug, when we catch the eye of someone we love, and we're touched, the first flower in spring, these moments that wake us up, that jar us into the present moment, that bring us back to the only truth that there really is. And that's just, it's just right now. There's nothing else. And as you sit with your own truth in this moment, I'm going to read you a poem. And I'll tell you later who it's by and what it's called. But for now, just let the words land wherever they want to and be with your own experience. In every being, there lives a wound. This is the nature of being born here in a body like this. And in every life, there is a choice to wrap ourselves around that wound, protective of its shape, its cadence, its nuance, to build our life around that story, or to extend through the fire of pain to a new horizon. The seed knows this, how to arise from the dark, tight curl of the pod to break ground, as does the monarch as it emerges from the chaos of its own dissolution into winged delight. It is the impossible miracle of the heart that brings us to the hearth of our own awakening. It is the impossible miracle of the heart that brings us to the hearth of our own awakening, that risks broaching illusory walls, that opens against all odds the heart, seeing we have nothing to lose but our own false protection, our own holding back. In every being, there is a wound, a fissure where sacred longing is born, so that our gifts can be revealed, so that our gifts can be given. In every being, there is a wound, a fissure where sacred longing is born, so that our gifts can be revealed and our gifts can be given. What are you noticing now? What's moving through your awareness as you sit back into the seat of witness, observing all that is right now? And then I'll share a question with you. And it's not meant to be answered. It's a question that I invite you to perhaps come back to journal with, or just see how it lands in your body. And then let it marinate. And maybe something wants to come of it. Just see. So here's the question. What if our grief was the pathway to our ancestral remembrance, and it contained within it the creative and generative ways that can only be birthed through our bodies? You don't have to remember this. We'll type it in the chat later too. I'm going to say it again because I don't want you to be writing. I want you to actually let the words just notice what your body and your mind and your emotions do as you hear this question. What if our ancestral, that's wrong. What if our grief was the pathway to our ancestral remembrance, and it contained within it the creative and generative ways that can only be birthed through our bodies? What if the grief contains within it the creative ways that can only be birthed through the body? So we're going to complete our meditation together, our time together. And again, we'll write that question in the chat. You don't have to remember it. But let's complete with 3 ohms. And what I'm going to be doing, and I invite you into this, and you can choose what you wish to do. Always choose your own adventure. I invite you to breathe in goodness, breathe in sacredness, breathe in love. And I invite you to breathe out love, non-discriminative love, unconditional love. And I invite you to imagine it spreading all over the planet, waking up being by being. And it starts with you. It starts with you breathing in love and breathing out love, or breathing in hate and breathing out love, breathing in fear and breathing out love. And that doesn't mean we have to be perfect. It's a practice. We're all just practicing. We're all waking up together. We're all walking each other home. So in a moment, we're going to breathe in. And if it aligns for you, if it resonates, to imagine breathing in love or fear or hate. Imagine breathing in and breathing out the vibration, the quality, the tone of care, of love. And there can be sorrow and there can be rage, and love can hold all of it. And the sound that love will make today is the Om. So we'll breathe in now, breathing into your belly, breathing in love, or breathing in fear or rage and alchemizing that in your own belly. If that resonates, and breathing out with the Om. Feeling the vibration of love in your body as the Om moves through you. Breathing in Oh. Feel as the Om jars loose all the particles of fear and hatred, and they dissolve into love. Breathing in. Oh. May the fruits of our practice spread outwards in all directions and help to end the suffering of all beings everywhere. Deep love to each one of you and deep, deep gratitude for arriving to do your own inner work. That's the only way that we're going to all wake up, together. There's no other way to do it. Mm. Feeling all the love, so much love back at you, around us, through us, co creating love. Let's do it.